A world forged in conflict, claimed as homeland by the exiles, conquered as territory by the Dominion. There is only one whose words we can trust. Geeks of Nexus.
Wildstar Geeks, and welcome to the Geeks of Nexus podcast, episode number 3 for Saturday the 19th of July 2014. Today on the show, we get on the PTR to beat the press at PvP and earn some boomboxes. We take a look at some awesome community events, and we look back at the ancient lore of the Cassians. And with me today, we have my lovely co-hosts. We have the delightful, the wonderful Sparky. Hello, Sparky.
Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, me first?
Jinx.
Ladies first. So me. It's going well.
Snap.
Really good, thanks. Yeah, I finally had some time to dig my claws in at least a little bit to Wildstar for once. So I managed to dive in like literally just an hour ago before the podcast again, not going to lie. And I dinged. I went from 21 to 22. It's big steps. But yeah, I'm super over the moon. And I'm finally out of wherever I was. I can check right now. Bear with me. Oh my goodness, this is so unprofessional.
It's going very well.
Galeras. I was out of I'm out of Galeras, if that's how you pronounce it. And I'm into White Vale. Finally.
White Vale. Welcome
Yes.
to White Vale. It's very white.
Thank you.
You don't like snow. How are you finding the snow?
I don't like the snow. No, I think it's
It's
you know,
a dev's
I'm gonna-
way out.
It's just the dev's way out. Little lazy old bastards.
But they have when you get into it, you'll see they do quite a lot with the snow.
They do a lot with the snow?
Yeah.
Do we have snowball fights?
Tell me when you've been through White Vale. Whether you
I might.
feel
Yeah,
the same way at the end.
I will do.
Yeah.
Unless I can build a snowman. If I can build a snowman, then I forgive
You do build a snowman at one point.
Really?
Yes, you do. I went round and
Okay.
collected snow for the little bunny guys.
Then I'm on board.
yeah.
Awesome.
See, you will get
Yeah,
to
that
build
sounds
a snowman.
great.
It's fun. And also, we have the enigmatic Tanvan.
Yellow.
How's it going over your side?
It's going. I re-rolled.
I know, when I saw you say this in hip chat, I was like, what? This isn't helping the level 50 challenge.
Just to go along with the whole Ratty's dead thing, my tune was Ratty, so I just killed it. It's gone. Well, it's not gone. I'm just not going to play it. And I re-rolled with a Spell Slinger on Dominion. And there was no real reason for it besides I'm like, I'd rather just stand back and kill stuff. That was basically it. That was a lot of it.
How are you finding the spell slinger?
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I've never been into casting a casting character at all. I've always been melee or like straight up just DPS tanking. Never, nothing ever besides melee, and only those two roles. So I thought I'd give it a shot, and I'm enjoying it a lot. It's I'm already level 8. That's awesome.
Woo.
I will be beating Sparky in about 3 hours. So
Yeah, exactly. We've got 3 weeks now. I'm off for 3
Yeah.
weeks
Where are you
doing
going
nothing.
on holiday?
So
You should play
I'm
Wildstar
probably going to
on
get
holiday.
back, and you guys are going to be level 100 because 3 expansions have come out, and my game time's run out, and my 2-step authenticator's broken, and all that jazz.
it's nice to see you finally
just-
figured that one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, explain about your 2-step verification. Come on,
God.
tell us
Finally
the
gets
story.
it. You are certainly certified, sir.
But I was certainly words. I was certified.
Words,
had to do-
English speaking.
English. I'll just switch to German. It'll be easier. But no, yeah, I was.
They won the World
certified.
Cup as well, so that'd be handy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be great. I can celebrate something for once. Oops.
That's one thing.
One. Edit that out, Kim. No, but yeah. So what happened in the end was, for some weird reason, I just had to go onto the Google Authenticator app, delete my account, the email that it was linked to, recreate it with the same email address, and the next code worked.
See,
It was that. It was turn it back off and back on again. That was the issue.
you earned the title.
Literally a reboot.
Yeah.
Like the
I
first
just had to
thing
reboot
any
it.
tech support ever.
Can you please turn off your computer and turn it back on?
I haven't done that yet. Okay, let me give it a shot.
Have you tried
Literally, just
taking out
restart.
the cartridge and blowing through it?
It always works.
Oh, cartridges. I miss cartridges. Always
Oh,
used
yeah.
to
There's
work.
something oddly satisfying
Game
about
Boy,
blowing
yeah.
out dust. Yeah, yeah.
It worked.
Good stuff.
Amazing. Anyway, me. Well, I'm nearly level 30. Get it.
Oh, you're getting there.
Get in there.
Do you know what though? I probably would be level 50 by now. However, I thought I'm going to hold back a bit for Sparky because I figured that,
Oh,
you know.
aren't you so nice? You shouldn't know.
And then
You
I was a
should-
bit like, why am I bothering? It's like, why am I
Is he
bothering?
going on vacation?
Oh, wow.
Screw it. Get to 40. He'll get
Wow.
there.
Do you know what? I created loads of little characters. I've got like a level 5 spell slinger. I've got a level 4 something else. And I'm like babbling around with that. And then I went into my house and I've built a pub and I've built a gym and I built an office. And I built all
I want
this
to call
stuff.
you out.
So-
I want to call you out here. I was on a Skype call with you whilst you were in your house, and tell us what you were fiddling with. What were you correcting on top of the table?
Knives and
Go on.
forks. I was pretty.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the club. She's made it.
Waste of
That's
time.
my go.
Hey, I have you know in my pub you can see remnants of some kind of drunken night where some guy has knocked over his chair and knocked his plate on the table and there's like a knife stuck in the ground from from where he's just fallen over. So you see attention to detail.
You've gone a step further. You're creating like a whole narrative in your house now.
Yes, I
like
am,
a drunken party.
And that's why I'm not level
Okay.
50 yet. That is the
Yeah,
reason.
it's like that's what I don't get about the housing. Like, especially, I'm like, everybody wants to be level 50, but then everyone's got like 12 hours sunk into this housing thing, and then like this player housing, and it's like, if you would have taken that 15 hours, you could have been like another 4 or 5 levels easy. Yeah, but my forks are all in line.
It's all perfectly lit apart from the ones on the floor.
They're all there. You should see. Look at my pub, and it's like, you could have been level. I don't know. That's just me.
So yeah, but I mean,
And then you know what? And I'm gonna keep saying and ranting and whatever about all this. Eventually, I'm like, hey, this is really neat in my house. And I come back and I'm like, guys, you should see what I built.
yeah.
And then
The
it's not
difference
gonna
is
matter.
we're doing it now. You're going to do it level 50.
we're so gonna do
I guarantee it.
it. Yeah,
I'm gonna get my
that's it.
kids to do it. I'm like, here, Ben, play house with.
I'd love to see what they come up with. I'd absolutely love that.
They're just
Oh yeah, because kids come up with the craziest. They just
Kim, edit that out.
That's another.
no, it's not an F bomb yet. We're
3
good.
already.
No, there's no
That's
F
it, we're
bombs
banned.
yet.
Do you know what?
We're banned.
I am enjoying Wildstar in its entirety. That's all I have to say.
Yes, it's fun what you can do and
Exactly.
In its culinary
kill time. I
entirety.
mean, it is nice that I don't want to quest. I don't want to do PvP, and I really don't feel like okay. Well, I'm just gonna screw up my house. It's nice. You can still dink around with it. It was like WoW, right? What'd you do in WoW? You know what? People being bored
Battles now.
and WoW did made a terrible community.
It's not that
I
terrible.
don't know about you guys, but
I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm not going to do anything. So I'm going to, hey, you over there. You know, that's what it was. And just start ripping on somebody.
Oh, the trolls.
is that what you
Trade
did when you were bored?
It's just like trade chat went sour the second everybody got.
That's
me,
a
I was
small,
just sitting
mi-
at the
that's a
auction
small
house.
minority, or a large minority if you're playing League of Legends. Just a small minority in WoW.
What?
What? One or two people, and then everyone highlights it. Anyway, let's move on from that. Let's move
What
on.
an intro.
I'm
Wow.
sure. I know.
intro?
What was that about? Well, I can't even remember what we're going into.
We've got like 2 minutes left.
What are we talking about?
Something to do with Wildstar, I think. So firstly, I want to say thank you to all of our wonderful listeners who have contributed some kind of feedback to us over the last couple of weeks. It has been kind of awesome, hasn't it? Whether it's on YouTube or iTunes or whatever, if you left a comment, we will be giving a shout out to everybody at the end of the podcast, so you have to listen to the whole thing before you get a shout out. Apart from Wiley Cat, that I do want to mention because she or he or she put on our YouTube channel at the end of the last episode 2, when we were talking about questing, and someone said they wanted like a hardcore mode in the forums. And Wily Cat said, if you want hardcore questing, kill red mobs, which is something that Tanvan and yourself, Sparky, brought up, wasn't it, I think? And they said that they get XP for dungeons and PvP from the board quest, which is something I completely forgot to bring up last week. What I've been doing when I level to kind of make it a little bit more varied is whenever I log on, I'm in my house, I see what 10% bonus is on the PvP, on the house board, on the XP board.
I was so confused. Yeah,
Why
board
were you
quest.
confused? Board quest.
Board quest, of course.
Yeah, if it's like 10% on the PvP, then I go and do PvP. If it's 10% on PvE, or questing and hunting, sorry, I go and do questing and hunting. So that kind of, if you're going to do it, that way you get the extra 10% XP bonus, and it kind of changes up what you're doing. So
Yeah, exactly.
That's
You
not
need
a bad
to
way
vary
go
it.
about it. Exactly.
If you're on your way to level 50, guys, like, seriously, all the people listening out there,
do what Sparky's doing.
don't do what I'm doing and just try and burn through questing, like not visiting anywhere ever, apart from knives and forks. But apart from that, vary it up. Like Kim says, jump into dungeons and, the PvP and the adventures and stuff. Honestly, you need to vary it up. Otherwise, you're going to get so tired of the grind and it'll wear you down and you won't be enjoying your experience at all.
So use your 10% house bonus.
Yeah,
Shake
Epic Geeks PSA.
Yeah.
For which I forget about every time.
See, just log out of your
I
house.
always forgot about it. You got to make that's got to be a habit. You go back to your house every time you log off. The 3 seconds it takes to click that button, go back, because then you get your rested XP as well.
Exactly. And you log back on, and there you are. There's a board with a green tick on it, and you click it naturally. There you go. Awesome. So let's go into our news.
Hey, paper, read all about it. Hey, Grano, hey, big bouncer, eat some of this news over here. Hey, chewer, this broadsheet's bigger than you. Hey, come on, guys, it's only 60 gold. Get back here.
News of the week.
Well, news of the week. There's not a lot of news of the week this week. I'm guessing they're holding out for the sabotage drop, which is coming out. But what has been sort of in the news quite a bit in Wildstar is the PTR. They really want people to go on to the PTR. So they have had they tried to get people there on the 18th, giving away more boom boxes. So always, if you do want to have a reason to download the PTR, it's boom boxes. You get stuff for your mount, you get costumes, you get all sorts of stuff, all for free, in a little boom box. A box that goes boom. What more could you possibly ask for?
I like the sound of those boxes. That's my kind of box.
So drop 2 sabotage on the PTR at the moment, and this coming Monday, which is either next Monday if you're listening to it before Monday, or it's last Monday if you're listening to it after Monday the 21st. That makes sense. They're having a PvP event, which sounds kind of epic. How does it start, Sparky?
Well, it starts with a, do you think you're a PvP badass?
That's the one. Do you think you're a PvP badass? And if you do, what do you need to do? Well, you have a chance, or how about a chance to try and beat down some of the members of the leading video game press. And we're not talking about us, because we're not.
Please don't beat us.
Because we're not leading in any shape or form. But Carbine is going to give you guys, that's you guys, a shot at doing this very thing on Monday the 21st of July. You'll have a chance to test out their new PvP map, Daggerstone Pass, and a new gameplay mode, Sabotage, on the Wildstar public test realm. So, if that's not enough for you, we're pitting you against... This is what Carbine's saying, by the way, not me. We're pitting you against an all-star team of game journalists from outlets like MMORPG, GameSpot, Machinima, Curse, and more. So, So sounds kind of epic, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So here's the 411. First session is 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific time on Monday, the 21st of July. Press will be playing as Dominion, so you will get to play against them as the Exiles. And the second session is 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time on Monday, the 21st. Press will be playing the Exiles. You'll get to play as Dominion. It's open to North American and European players, and media teams will be composed of European and North American gaming magazines and websites. So if you're not on the public test rounds already, why don't you give it a shot? You can download it from the Wildstar website. So how does that sound to you guys? I've downloaded the PTR. I'm going to give it a go, I think.
That's
today too.
Go Sparky first. I need to direct
that sounds great for people that are there.
You're on holiday.
I'm on holiday.
Well, you know,
I want to beat up the people from Curse.
you're going to swan about in Rome, or if you're going Italy,
Yeah.
then you can't PvP.
Are there any people from Curse there? Maybe I can beat them up there. No?
You might get arrested.
Oh.
Moving on. Tanvan, you'll be around.
I will. I'll be home. Maybe. I might be around to do it. But I don't see that I don't see anything where it says anything about like what level you have to be, or like is it a higher end?
This is an issue, isn't it? Because
Like it doesn't say anything about that, or even really how to even get in on this. Are you just queuing?
I'm guessing you'll be able to queue through the usual PvP queuing system.
Like
Yeah.
it must be just something they're going to add in right to the PTR
Yeah.
for that time.
On a first come first serve basis.
Yeah,
Must be just
because I don't
quick
see
and
them
lucky.
saying anything really about level or where to sign up or how to get into it or anything. So I hope people don't get
So-
confused and put off by it or something. But
Yeah, I imagine they'll make it super obvious when you sort of log in. I imagine it'll be a small restricted zone, say just a capital for each side. And there's like one NPC there that's the person you talk to queue. And that'll be that. I doubt they'll
that's
just
the nice thing
shock
about the
everyone
PTR,
in.
right? Is they can really do whatever they want in the PTR
Yeah,
for
exactly.
that amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you weren't happy with the whole level 50 thing on the PTR, were you, Tanvan? When you explained
No.
that.
I went on to the PTR. Okay, you know what? We're gonna have this podcast. We better look into stuff. And obviously, I'm just too busy to level as much as I want to level. I'll jump out of the PTR. I'll go to level 50, build a little spell slinger, kind of half-ass figured out, and we'll try some stuff. Like just to see it, just to see areas, to see zones, to see the map. So we're not so blind when we're talking about stuff sometimes. Not that we're that type of podcast when it comes to like min-maxing and stats and all. We were talking about it before the podcast there. But I thought for sure, because I know like every other PTR you go in, you can make a level 50 character, you make it away you go. Wildstar you can't unless you have a level 50, which is fine, and I get it, because I don't want people just to come in and play level 50 and not actually play the game. But the one thing I was wondering, can anybody download the PTR for Wildstar?
Well, I know I can, but I have it. Do you mean people who haven't bought the game?
Mm-hmm.
They might be able to download it, doesn't necessarily mean they can use it. That's a good question. So that's something we should ask the
Yeah.
community manager.
I assume you'll have to sign into your account even with the PTR client.
Yeah, you'd
You're
have
still
to
going to
log
have to
in.
log
Oh,
into
that
the
is
game
true, and it
service.
is. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? And I did have to use my 2-step to get into the PTR. So yeah.
Yeah.
So then at that point, I don't see why it really matters because the PTR is not up all the time, right?
No.
So you still got to play your own tune. So why not have it? You can go in and play at level 50 to see that content a little bit here
Maybe
and
they
there.
just want the most experienced of the most experienced players, the high-end players at the moment, to be the first to jump in, sort of thing.
Or
Who
the
says
players
they won't branch
with more
out
time
later?
on their hands, and the other players have more time on their hands.
Mm.
Yeah, you could have hardcore players that haven't, managed to get to level 50 yet.
Yeah.
Mm. I think that depends on your definition of hardcore.
Well, maybe they've just been on holiday. They've just started.
Or they're like us, and we just don't have the time to level like we want
Yeah,
to.
I used to be hardcore.
Man, when this game came
Well,
out, I
back in
was
my
going to
day.
take the time off to do it.
I used to be hardcore in WoW. I have, I've
Back in the
walked around
summer
on that.
'69,
Played 6 days a week.
hardcore was learned of characters that had keyboards.
Yeah. Before I had to, when I finished university, things changed a little bit. I was going to say.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it.
I keep trying to book a week off for when WAD comes out, but I can't. I don't know when it's coming out, so I can't book it off yet.
There's always the new expansion sickness,
Oh, yeah.
that illness that goes around for
Cough. Yeah, that was always good.
a very a fortunate amount of time.
I have all of December booked off tentatively, just to see when it happens.
So I'll be on holiday at some point during this time, maybe.
I've never done it.
More than likely in
The only
September.
time I've ever taken work off for a video game was Halo 4 or Reach.
4.
It was either Reach or 4. I remember actually taking like the day off because I was working nights, and I waited at Walmart after work to buy. Yeah, it was Halo Reach. And I waited for 2 hours outside of Walmart and went and picked it up. And then when Halo 4 came out, I remember being sick or calling in sick, or was going to call in sick the next day, and was sitting there looking at my watch at midnight going, I'm going to drive. And I went left my house, drove an hour, picked up Halo 4, came home, plugged it in, installed it, and then played it all night.
Nice.
Wow. See, those
awesome.
are memories.
Mm.
Those are memories that we have to make as gamers.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've kind of gone off topic slightly. Bringing us back on topic, because what we were meant to do is go very nicely from that little PvP PTR thing into Tanvan's PvP add-on. That's Tanvan's PvP. That's not easy to say. Tanvan's PvP add-on.
Well, yeah, and it's not like I've spent that much time with PvP, but I did find this little add-on that can really help for Watiki Temple, and it's the Walatiki Timer.
Walatiki.
And, yeah, and it's you can find it right on Curse or Curse.com or whatever, and it's I'm enjoying the add-ons in this game because I don't find them being as big and bloaty as other MMOs. There's not too many of them yet, which is nice. I want to keep this. I want to keep this UI as base as possible when it comes to this game. But I found this one. It puts a little box in the corner of your screen. You move it around wherever the hell you want, and every Moody Mask has a time limit as to when it's going to spawn after the last one has been captured. So once it's been captured, or it's either once it's been captured or a certain amount of time after it's been captured, you get the flag. 60 seconds after that, it will drop. So I mean, a few people have been saying, well, that's cheating, and it's like, well, it's not cheating because you can just count it off in your head or look at the timer, and it's the same thing. It's just doing it for you, so you're not looking for it or trying to figure out or always looking up or whatever. So the nice thing not the nice thing. The one thing I've been figured out though is I never really noticed that a mask dropped in the same spot twice.
Mm.
So as I was playing, I kind of sat there and tried to figure it out as to when these things, because when I started playing with the masks, I had no idea where they were spawning, and I was just running around like a chicken with my head cut off going, wait, what am I looking for? I don't know what I'm doing. I had no idea. I'm typing in going, what am I supposed to do with these masks? I have no idea where I'm going. Well, now I figured out, well, there's 4 places they spawn, and they only spawn once in order. But that order is random for that 4 times. So along with having this add-on, you can now pinpoint kind of where these masks are going to drop. So for instance, if you know it drops in top mid the first time, you know the next 3 times it's going to be left, bottom, mid, or right. If it then drops left the second time, you know it's going to drop bottom, mid, or right, and then once it drops there, so on and so on, you can kind of close it down. And you can plan an attack as to where they're going to spawn and get there before the other team or faction does. It's been helping. I'm not so confused or lost as I've been playing. I kind of know where I'm running to and where to going, and I'm getting there and stunning and whatever, CCing people before anybody else gets there, which has been helping a lot. So No, just something I noticed and something I found, and it does help out a lot. And don't people get afraid of add-ons and whatever else, and I don't want to clutter up my screen. And you know what? I haven't seen an add-on yet that has been like some big brute of an add-on, and they've all been small and customizable. And Carbine has done a very good job of integrating everything into the game itself with the add-on manager and stuff like that. And it's definitely one to check out for sure if you're going to do a lot of PvP or even just leveling up PvP.
I've seen people using either this add-on or similar actually when they've been actually sending timers into chat so that people roughly know when the mask's coming out. It's been quite nice. But talking about being confused in Woolly Temple, as we like to call it. Woolly I have a bit of a story that happened this week at some point that I just reminded myself of, and I'm still quite embarrassed by it, so I don't know why I'm going to admit to it. But I was having an amazing time in there not long ago, and I would keep grabbing the mask. I must have captured about 3 masks in this one battleground. I was just like this unstoppable medic. You couldn't kill me. I was like, hey. And then I went and got the last one, the winning mask. I managed to grab it, and I was like, running, going, rah. I was thinking, there's an awful lot of exiles around here. Rah, let's go. Why is it not capturing it? I ran to the exiles base.
You brought a mask to the enemy?
Yes.
Oh, they must have been behind you, like, quick, heal her
As
up.
it happened, I was so epic that I managed to get all the way back to my base, and we still won. But I was just like, what the hell am I doing?
You just decided to do a victory lap. That's all.
That's what it was. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, try and kill me if you can.
Scoring on your own goal.
They were just following me, and they were like, where the hell are they going? And they were like, hurry up with the mask already. And I'm like, I am. What are you talking about? I'm here. I'm like, okay.
Oh my god.
So that was my little story of the week, PvP story of the week. I'm an idiot. So yeah.
That's hilarious.
And that also moved. Now, before we go into this topic, we were talking before the podcast how we are not going to be a min-maxing podcast because a lot of the news that's coming out, there has been some news about patch notes and things like that, but they've always been about we're changing this to that, we're changing that spell, and we're going to increase that by that. Do your impressions. Now's a good time.
Go ahead, Dan.
What impressions?
Your
I don't know what you're talking about.
The
What?
min-max
What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking. You're
Don't pretend now. I said
we
you
we don't do impressions.
What's an impression?
We're the most serious podcast that's ever been podcasting.
guys.
What?
This is your cue.
I know, but it's hilarious because now we're
Min-max
messing.
now. Do it.
We're getting yelled at. No, we're not going to be one of those podcasts that's just like, oh, well, you got to put your percent here. Then after these percents, we're going to do this. We're going to take this away from this, min-max this, and we're going to do this, and we got to do this and do this. And if you don't do that, you're a terrible player.
Hang on, Van. Have you thought about the aspect ratios? I mean, have you really considered that if you have a 16 to 9 aspect ratio, then
the ratio,
you have to carry it. You didn't carry it over.
You can't mess with the ratios. The ratios always have to be perfect. They got to be right on. You can't do it. It's just that's the game.
See, that was worth it. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but there's a time and a place for that, and this podcast isn't it.
Nope.
So
We don't like maths. Maths hurt our brains.
You want math? Then there's tons of apps on the iPad. Just
yeah. So
you can play math.
I heard of this thing called a calculator. Calculator.
Well done,
It's
that
very
matters.
useful.
Yes. But that's us drawing the line. There's a line there. We're just drawing it. This is probably as close as we're going to get because I was watching what's it called? Wildstar Report on Wildstar Online on their YouTube channel, the Carbine YouTube channel, and their last one, which was last week's one, was a report on optimization, and they had Jeff Talon on there, one of the guy that creates all the itemizational stuff, and he was talking about some changes coming to the game on the next patch drop, and one of them was, which I found interesting, big PvP changes, changing the stats already quite early on in the game, but you can see already that even though it's early on, they're seeing what's not working and listening to players and making changes, and the change that's coming in, the big one, is they want to make the PvP items more effective and valuable, basically. So they're changing PvP offense is going to be changed to PvP power. And the main reason behind that is because PvP offense is completely useless to healers. Like, healers effectively didn't have any PvP gear at all. So they're now changing it to PvP power so that healers can have effective healing throughput during PvP.
Did they not already have effective healing throughput? Honestly.
Maybe the medics did.
Yeah, I think they were pretty good at healing. But anyway,
so that's
we can gloss over that.
They're also changing the way that PvP offense and PvP defense interact with each other. He didn't go into detail. He just said they were changing it. So it's worth having both, and they don't just cancel each other out, more or less. And rune slots on PvP gear, rather than having locked rune slots. If you want to have different rune slots on your items, then you can get the same items with different rune slots, so you can customize your specific build to your items. So there's some nice changes there coming into PvP, if you're into your PvP stuff. And just moving on quickly as well, because we're on a kind of PvP theme, I was going to mention it later, but there is a great PvP guide out there already, which I found on YouTube the other day, which I wanted to mention, called Baby Makers Gaming is the channel, and if you go on there, he goes through PvP tips and hints, and goes through each of the battlegrounds as well, and kind of explains what to do in each one and stuff. It's quite a nice little YouTube channel. It's well worth going and have a look. Baby Makers Gaming. I thought that could be you, Tanvan.
That's great. Why didn't I think of that?
Baby Makers Gaming.
Three kids, no sleep. Gaming.com.
So,
man, not to be like, hey, I'm a daddy's. This is what happens. But oh my god, this morning
go on then.
I got puked on 3 times. 3 different shirts before 9
and
o'clock.
then the kids woke up.
Yeah.
It's just your wife. Yeah. Nice.
Oh
no.
man, it just one of those. Yep, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Who needs a computer game when you can have 3 kids throwing up in your morning?
Oh yeah, and cranky. And anyways, that was just my little.
But you wouldn't have it any other way.
Nope.
See?
Well, no.
Maybe without the sick.
Maybe without. Yeah, maybe. Have they ever puked up in your mouth?
Oh my god.
What?
Has that ever happened
And we
to
went
you?
on tangents.
I know, it does seem to be a tangent podcast today. I did that to my sister, that's all. When I was a baby. When I was a baby, obviously.
Whoa.
Last week.
You did what?
My
On
sister,
Friday.
my sisters, I've got 2 sisters. They're both, one's 10 years older than me, the other one's 9 years older than me. And my middle sister, Caroline, she picked me up like that and went, well, hey! And I went, bleh.
Apologies to anyone listening to this whilst eating their lunch.
So yes, I've had the whole. Oh, you're so cute. Bleh. But I mean, when they're that young, I thought you meant like
No, not now.
you were older and you like opened your mouth and you were like, take this, and just.
No, I was definitely a child. I cannot remember it happening. I was a baby, for sure. But she can remember it quite vividly and reminds me every so often. Anyway.
I remember my little sister pooped in my Lego. I remember that when I was a kid. That sucked. Watching mom clean each individual piece.
Oh, so why didn't you just chuck it away?
She like handed the box back. I'm like, I think I'll pass. I think I'm all too old for Lego now. I don't want it anymore.
I'll just burn it with fire.
Yeah.
Just light it on fire.
Poop everywhere. So much poop in my. Oh, it was terrible.
Little hell back to CTR there, like that.
Oh yeah.
It's
CTR.
Sorry, go.
Anyway, moving back to Wildstar. Yeah. There was a post on the forum. We're going to the forums. Posted by Scott of Awesome, which I thought was quite interesting. We'll see if we agree with him or not. He's put on there, he or she, or they, have put on there, what can Carbine do to make the Dominion more desirable to play? And the actual post is a little bit wrong, but so I've been noticing something. It seems Dominion's side on a lot of servers are ghost towns. Apparently. So my question is, what can Carbine do to make the Dominion a more desirable faction to play? I like to PvP, but I don't want to be not able to because people give up on a faction. So here's some of my ideas. Have the Emperor die. I love that. just kill the Emperor. That'll make it more popular.
Whoa. This isn't Westeros, guys. Come on.
Have the Emperor die and kill his church. The religion of the Empire disbanded, or at least made into something that's casually there. Have the Emperor do something really very publicly heroic. I don't know what they mean by that. And realise he's been going...
Hey, look, I saved a baby! Guys, I saved a baby!
And then he threw up everywhere.
All in my mouth.
Oh my word. He's realised he's going about it all wrong and loosens the reign of his people. Loosens the reins of his people. Make the more redeeming qualities of the Dominion more public. Add a pretty and desirable race to them, a la the Blood Elves. See, what they basically need is an Orin race.
So they want a race that you can't tell is a guy or girl.
Yeah.
That's what he wants. He wants a pretty man race is what he wants. Okay, I'm just making sure.
Additionally, I think killing off the forced religion aspect would open it up to a lot of people. Just a few ideas I think I can think of at the spur of the moment. Does anyone else have any other ideas? Perhaps ideas on how to... See, I'm a bit confused because I thought the Dominion was more popular than the Exiles.
I always did too.
Yeah.
Go mad.
I always thought because it was like to me everyone compares everything to WoW. Like Dominion is Horde and Exile is Alliance, right? So there's always people like going good, people like going bad, so they pick their side and away they go.
Mm.
The only thing that I would say is that when I first logged onto the game, like I said before, I didn't play any of the beta or anything like that. I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to go running, see if I like the game, go for it. So I came in and I read the little bits about the faction and I went, okay, the Exiles sound quite interesting. You know, they've been persecuted and driven out of their homeland and they're going along to try and create this new homeworld for themselves, and I thought that was quite an interesting kind of story and dynamic to go with. And the Dominion was just kind of this normal, like, well, we're awesome and we beat everybody, so we're winning, raha. So I was a bit like, well, I'm going to go for the Exiles then. So it'd be interesting to know whether that is, whether there's any facts and figures on whether more people have gone for the Dominion or the Exiles to begin with. Because obviously we're now on the Dominion side. We changed over. I did go kicking and screaming, but the guys were like, no, the Dominion is so much more epic and awesome, so we're going to go over there. So I kind of went with them.
Yeah. I mean, I said from the start I wanted to go Dominion.
You did.
Didn't I? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand you pansies. Always wanting to hug your trees and kiss your boo-boos better. I want to go on the side that wants to kick some ass and blow stuff up.
But you could have
That's
been
my point.
rock
Done.
man, you know. Granok's hard and fighting
not
for a cause.
yeah.
It's fighting for a cause, man.
So
I want to save my friends because they don't want to fight for themselves. He's the big guy in the playground that feels bad for the nerdy kid. I want to be the bully.
the majority of people when they start playing this game, right, get to they'll read through that little I guess I don't know that little section of story, right, and they'll go, hey, you're nay on either side, right? But I know I never did. It was I don't know It's other MMOs are the same way. There's always heavier weights on one side, one faction or the other. But to start changing like lore to try and get people to come over, or nobody knows any lore until you get into the game. Mm-hmm. So like changing anything or may having the emperor die or change the church. I don't even know there is a church of the religion of the empire. Like I'm reading this going, I don't even know what he's talking about.
You need to listen to our lore section, which is coming up shortly.
I skipped that.
Oh, wow.
God, Sparky puts all this effort in. I even make an appearance on this one. It tells you all about the beginnings of their religion. It's not, but
I did
to
know.
it.
I did actually listen.
It's interesting.
I did listen to it. I always listen to the
All of the
podcast about 2
audience.
days after it comes out.
There's
And I'm
no
like-
such thing as skipping. Skipping is not a word. Don't scroll across the thing at the bottom. Doesn't exist. It doesn't do anything. It's broken. Actually, it just blue screens your PC. Sorry.
I listen to it on my
Or
iPhone. Never
iPhone,
blue screens.
Anyway.
Yes. But it's I don't know. You're not going to change anything to get people to go to it. It's just it is what it is. If I don't know.
Do you think that most people just go for which race they like the look of?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, the Dominion has some epic looking races.
Yeah.
You know why I went Alliance in WoW? Because my buddy was Alliance. That's why.
Yeah.
There was no other rhyme or reason for it. It wasn't to be the good guy or the bad guy or anything like that. It was just because it was already... I'm on Alliance and I'm level 30. I'm like, okay, well, screw it. Looks like I'm going Alliance.
Yeah, I think the viewpoints are like 30% of the population, or the player base, I should say, is like balancing up which race they think looks cool. And they pick that. And then
why do more men play women in these games?
Butts.
To look at butts.
Sorted.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. People want to look at digital ass. We're gonna make a girl because people want to look at digi ass.
And that's why I play guys for the same reason.
You like that? Yeah, it's
the sequel to Digimon coming soon. DPS.
The pornographic version.
I choose you, twerker.
Yeah.
I tried that. /twerk doesn't work in Wildstar.
One day.
It did, but Miley Cyrus came and blue screened my computer.
Yeah, but I think it's 30% choose either the race, what they think looks cool. Another 30% is like, okay, who's the good guys, who's the bad guys, and then they choose, whether or not they want to be the badass or the tree huggers. Yep. And then the other 40% is where's my friends.
Where's my friends?
It's that simple. Yeah.
I just went,
Something
they're
like
fluffy and blue and have big eyes. Yeah, and then I went and decided to be a scary robot thing. So like one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
Really tall. So do you know what? I'm not even going to bother going over his ideas or her ideas because they're a little bit silly, in my opinion. I'm sure you think they're a valid point. But the whole just changing law and getting rid of having the emperor go and die.
I do like someone's comment, give Chua boobs.
That would work, to be honest.
Boobs fix everything.
Do you know what? Do you know what I'm going to do? We came up with, do you remember Sparky? We had a night when Tom was on, because Tom couldn't play, bless him, because he has a Mac, and there's no Mac client for Wildstar, unfortunately. So we had this evening showing him all about Wildstar and what it was about on the stream, and he was watching what we were doing. And we went and created an interesting character. It's up here, called Latrina. Oh, it won't go up very big, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think what I can do. You'll like this. I'm going to add a screen region, and I'm hoping it's going to come up quite nicely. It's an Orin actually. I think we did make a Chua as well, didn't we?
I made ugly.
You made. We may have to get these up. We're gonna have to put them up on the website somewhere. But yeah, this is Latrina. We were trying to make the ugliest character around. But to be honest with you, still quite sweet for an Orin. So yeah, I don't know why I came up with that point now. I've completely forgotten now what I'm going on about. But yeah, that's Latrina, right there.
Enjoy.
And now I think.
And that's why Dominion is deserted.
It's not. I don't see. What I said. What we're gonna have to do now is I'm gonna have to move my Exile character, my level 23, over from the role-playing realm over to Ascendancy, and I'm gonna have to compare and contrast the two capital cities to see if this person's right. Because I don't know. Because I haven't seen on our server the Exile capital, so I can't compare.
Yeah.
It'd be like an experiment.
Send
us your thoughts, people. Let us know what's happening on your servers.
Yeah. It's an early game, though. Like, there's going to be huge population differences from the servers that were available on launch and all the ones they've brought out since. Yeah, there's going to be huge spikes from the ones that have been around for a while, and then people that have slowly got tired of queues have milled over into the smaller ones. And so for a while, it's going to be seriously imbalanced, in my opinion. Just give it time. Let it settle, and the players will work it out between them.
Yeah, there's been lots of people going on about the fact that all the servers have got low next to them rather than middle or high, and the fact that no one seems to be playing anymore. But it's like you said, the fact they've put out new servers and everyone's kind of like spreading out a little bit more now, and I guess people are also on holiday and stuff like that. And rather than everybody just rushing to play to level up, it's just kind of like every MMO, it's starting to level out a little bit now. So
I think people have burnt out a bit in the first month. They've gone a bit crazy with the questing, and now I think they're a little bit sick.
A little break.
A little bit
We'll come
Wildstar
back.
sick in the
Yes.
mouth.
Yes, and then don't go back to that again. So going back to some community focused stuff, some more positive stuff rather than negative stuff. This is amazing, and it to the point that if you go onto the Wildstar Twitter, they're always tweeting about this because it's such a great community event. It's the Wildstar Fighting Championships. They had one last week, and they've got another one coming out tonight, this very night, Saturday. And from what I can tell, this guy, his official Twitch channel is denofgeeks.us, and it's like DOT, as in rather than a dot. denofgeeks.us. He's going to be streaming it tonight, Saturday. He has created this little arena in his house. So he invites people over to his house, and you can go and view as well. If you're on his server, which is Bloodswarm PvP Dominion server, it's going to be 8 PM Eastern Standard Time. You can go along to his house and watch this Wildstar Fighting Championships. And he's also going to have a little raffle going on while he's there. Opportunity to win 1 platinum from a free raffle held during the event. Players can also buy more raffle tickets for 5 gold each with a limit of 5 extra entries. The gold from extra purchases will be put towards the winning pot for the Wildstar Fighting Championships 3. So what do you think about this idea? Some guy's just like creating his own little WWF kind of thing going on there in Wildstar.
God.
It's kind of awesome. What do you think? What do you think,
Sounds-
Sparky?
Sounds pretty underground to me. Sounds pretty gritty. Are there any Wildstar police that are gonna bust this this competition in? Holy cow! But 1
It's
platinum.
like dueling for something. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not just
that's
you
cool.
know.
You want a duel, and then I'm just gonna beat you. But if you can beat me, we're not gonna duel.
It's all for fun. It's all for like that's great. I'm gonna watch. I didn't even know it existed. I'm gonna watch tonight. I got nothing else to do, so I'll.
And that's what I like about Wildstar, is this community feeling that's coming about. Like there are proper community events going on, and because you can go over to people's houses and stuff, it's really easy for people to put on events like this sort of thing. And the website for anyone that's interested is wildstarfightingchampionship.com. It's really easy to go and find out about it. It is well worth a look. Just seeing his little video showing around his arena is good enough. But we might try and like get hold of him and see if we can like report back and let you know who's like the current champion and stuff.
Who won?
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a cool little arena.
It's nice, isn't it?
Oh man,
The red
That's-
In
side.
fact, you know what? We might even try and why don't we do
See-
this? Why don't I show it to people on the
that's
channel?
cool.
You know-
If you're, definitely go check this out. This is gonna be. I'm gonna watch this tonight.
Yeah, sounds awesome. But not to beat a dead horse, but comparing this to
Oh.
WoW, if this tried to happen in WoW, it would be like,
Okay, guys, gather around, hand your tickets in. 5 gold apiece, 5 gold apiece. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I'm gonna log off. Bye.
I've got to wait because
so be careful. I mean, he's
True,
got a website and stuff, so this is really elaborate for
Okay, well-
some gold.
I wasn't gonna go here. I wasn't gonna go there, but what I have found with this entire Wildstar game so far is the community is nothing like the World of Warcraft. At
It's
all.
not, no.
It's not. I've seen maybe 2-3 wieners while playing that I'm just like, are you kidding me? You dumb little elitist, get the hell out of this. You just
people jump
Go-
them quite quickly, don't they? The minute
go
they turn
back. Oh yeah, go like there's been a couple
what
times.
about the ratios?
I don't care about the ratios.
F the ratios. Play the game. No, I just. I've always seen it two or three people like playing that, especially the PvP. I've seen it a couple times where just like you're not doing it right now. We've screwed this and like, oh my god, we're like level 6. Shut up! I don't even know where R on my keyboard is to hit this skill. Like, just shut up. Let us play. Let us learn. At level 50, bitch all you want, but right now, nothing. Where WoW, it's you get so WoW says a few. Where WoW, there's like 90% of people that are like you're an idiot. Constantly, you just don't know what you're doing. You should quit and kill yourself because you don't know how to play WoW.
Oh my God.
That was a little harsh, wasn't it? Dude, I'm like, you get this 12-year-old kid going like, I'm sorry, like I didn't mean to.
I tell you what, it's like the best thing about it is when you're playing on, say, Alliance and you're losing, and then someone goes, "Oh my God, this never happens when I'm playing on my Horde. Horde always win. You guys suck. I'm going back to play Horde." It's like, well, if you feel that way, then why are you playing it? just
but then they go back to Horde. They're like,
"You guys
oh my
suck."
God, Horde is terrible. This never happens on Alliance.
Exactly.
No, why does it only happen when you're playing? Have you ever thought about that?
It's a good point.
It's if nobody wants to take responsibility for their own screw up. So you screwed up. You did it.
It's the number one MMO rule. It's always someone else's fault.
Oh yeah.
If the tank
Pass
dies, it's
the
the
buck
healer's fault.
all the time.
If the healer's
yeah.
Love
dies,
it.
it's the tank's
If it's not
fault.
the healers, it's the tanks. If it's not the tanks, it's Blizz.
Yeah.
God
It
damn.
was- It's the DPS's fault. It was a healing phase.
So anyway,
Yeah.
if you liked us going along and brawling and shouting at each other, but in a nice way, in a community-orientated way, then go and have a look at this Wildstar Fighting Championships, especially if you're on Bloodsworn, Dominion side, PvP. You can go and have a look at it live, perhaps. Go and have a look at the website. It's kind of cool. So that's that.
That sounds awesome.
I might actually just make up a tune just to jump over there.
Yeah, just to go and watch.
Oh yeah, just to watch live. It'll be level 1 or whatever, so I don't even know if I can get there.
You'd
But
have to get to level 10 though, wouldn't you, thinking about it? Because
I'm not rolling another tune.
do you have to have a level 10 to have your
I'd pay
house
for
to
a
be a
transfer
neighbour?
before I do it again right now.
Anyway,
Well, if you don't want to roll another
just watch
Twitch. Be sure to
Go watch
tune
that
into the Twitch.
Tune into the Twitch, yeah, and we'll see if we
Which-
can get out of him and
Kind of screws anybody from watching it tonight.
maybe. Yes, because we might not. We'll try and get it out quickly. I might get it up tonight, but yeah.
Oh. Yeah, if
might
we
be
get it
too
out
late.
tonight, everyone can hear it. And if not, then keep in mind for the next one. And I'm going to be there watching. I'll be there for sure.
Yes. And also, just while we're on the community aspect of things, going to go over here to 10 Ton Hammer. We've got a guide to Wildstar, how to make money, which is 10tonhammer.com/guide/Wildstar/how-make-money-Wildstar. So there'll be a link in the show notes, which just goes through your kind of basics, really, and the best ways of making money in Wildstar, which focuses on sort of salvaging and maximising your elder gems and things like that, and auction house and commodity exchange. So just got a little basic guide, kind of talks you through the best ways of making money, and cred, of course, at the end there. So just worth a look, just a nice little website. So that's that. I don't think that's everything on the community, isn't it? So we're going to go into our Law of the Week, unless anyone else has anything to say on that subject before we move on.
I've just been reading through this through that page a little bit, and it's a pretty good guide. It's simple. It's simple to the point of like this is what you can do to make some quick cash. It's not into it as deep as where some people have 10 pages of crap to read on how to make the most
Min-max
money.
the auction
It's just
house.
min-maxing the auction house.
Ratios.
Ratios. We got more ratios to do.
It's a simple guide.
It's a good guide. 10 Ton Hammer's been good for lots of stuff like
Yeah.
that, though.
Yeah, exactly.
They've always had really good quick guides for everything. Like, wow, that's all I used for learning raids was that. So I got to do this, and this. Perfect. That's easy. Instead of, you want me to what, when, and what's it called, and who, and what, and huh? At what percent and ratios? No. So, no. That's all I got to say on that guide. It's a good guide.
So for those of you that don't want to know about law, this is when you want to skip. But remember,
Enjoy your blue screen.
skipping might break something. Because we put a lot of effort into these little law segments, you know. I even did a little video this time. Some of it's a little bit cheap, but some of it's actually okay.
What are you trying to say?
I meant the video.
Oh,
At some
sure you do.
At some
Yeah.
point, you're just looking at a picture, but you know, there's only so much footage that I can use to kind of go with what we're saying. So we do have a little video this week, and we'll try and have a video each week. And Sparky again has done a lovely voiceover, and I even made a little appearance myself this time. So enjoy.
Cassians. Consider themselves to be the chosen of the Elden, to lead the galaxy into order. After gaining the Eye of the Dominion, the Cassians came to rule the galaxy under the Lumine Emperor. They are the social, moral, and industrial compass of the Empire. But they too have a dark and mysterious past.
Jack Shade's coming, sure as death to lay you down and steal your breath. Put on your mask, hide with care, and pray the angel finds you there. Salvation's near, we'll carry on, but first survive until the dawn.
Back so soon, child. Very well. Let us begin. Long ago, the ancient human settlers of the planet Cassians became infected with a deadly plague. It claimed its first victim within hours and spread viciously through the population, decimating a depleted crew who had not long before landed on their new homeland. As the plague continued to spread, the remaining few could do nothing but pray for salvation. That salvation came in the form of a young girl who had a natural immunity to the disease. Through her blood, a life-saving vaccine was made and distributed quickly amongst the remaining colonists. As dawn broke, a new light for Cassis beamed, with the remaining settlers mourning their loss, but celebrating their deliverance. This devastating plague became known in legend as the Shades. And each year following, the settlers celebrated their salvation. This has continued for millennia, until this very day. Over the years, the plague itself has been depicted as a dark, sinister figure known as Jack Shades, while the young girl whose blood saved a nation not yet born became known as the Angel. The celebration of this fateful day is known as Shades Eve. Shades Eve has a special significance here on planet Nexus, drawing parallels between the original settlers of Cassis and those who have made the journey to the Elden homeworld. Superstitious types may whisper in the darkness about the dangers of exploring a hostile alien world, where archaeologists might unearth some strange and virulent disease as they delve into the forbidden secrets of the Elden. Perhaps Jack Shade really is out there, somewhere, waiting to emerge from the darkness once again. So, as Shades Eve approaches, child, don your mask, hide with care, and do your best to survive until dawn.
So welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little tale of Jack Shade there. Bit spooky. Maybe we should have kept that for Halloween. Never mind. And next we'll be moving on to the Macari, I believe. Yes, the Macari. So each week we're going to kind of look at the races to start with, and then we'll kind of delve out from there. So now we're going to go on to the Twitter.
Hey, you've reached Geeks of Nexus.
Unfortunately, Twitter's carrier pigeons were lost at Alicia Sea or something, so, leave a message after the tone. Bye.
That still makes me laugh every time. So, tweet of the week. This week is from at Anrez, ANHREZ, who put, looking for hashtag Wildstar decorating services on Widow Dominion. Willing to pay well for the right theme? DM me, plat, or in real life loot available. The only reason that I put it in as the tweet of the week is I found it unbelievable that someone was advertising. I wasn't sure if he was advertising or requesting it, I'm not sure. But basically looking for someone to decorate his house for him.
Wow.
Is that what you got from that? Because that's what I figured he was
He's
doing.
looking for the service. He
Yes.
wants. He's willing to pay someone to come to his house to decorate it.
I'm out. I officially quit. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
You gonna go on TLC and make a show about how to decorate your home in Wildstar? You want to pay somebody to interior design your virtual house.
yep.
And again,
I thought it was great. It just made me chuckle.
Oh,
needs
that
more
is 10
blue.
mine.
we need a little more blue.
Oh, darling, polka dots do not go with checker stripes. Oh my gosh.
This does not go with the chair. This is not what I requested. This is wrong. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
What the hell is this world coming to?
I can see these little services popping up now. They'll be everywhere. Yeah,
Oh,
we'll come to your
man.
Wildstar home and we shall decorate for you. No job too big or too small.
Two gay brothers
Platinum?
and Wildstar housing. Like, holy crap.
I'll do that for platinum. Oh yeah, I'll jump into someone's house and put up a couple blinds here and there and ask for
Oh,
money.
somebody wants to pay me to do it. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Move some forks. Well, it says in real life loot available. I don't know what kind of loot. It doesn't say money. It says loot.
Available. IRL loot.
Wait, in real life, loot. You're gonna give personal. Wait, okay, no.
He's going to send
Now
you a care
now you're
package.
going to pay with real money someone to design your house in a.
Yeah.
In a-
I got
in a-
nothing.
in
I'm
a-
done.
oh, no, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
He's just-
done. I
His
quit.
mind's melted. He's gone.
Oh man!
Tanban just doesn't like the whole house thing.
Just
does he?
give me your platinum. If you're gonna waste it on that, just give it to me. I'll take it. Donate it to
Design his
the poor
house
of
for him.
Wildstar. Like, there's the there's oh my god.
Well, you
What?
see, this is the problem that you create. Someone that haven't got the time to invest in their house as well as playing the game. So, that, other people enjoy doing, like Sparky enjoys doing that kind of thing. So, pay for Sparky's services and then he'll never level up.
Yeah. I'll happily just get rich and die rich and,
But it's-
put some curtains here and there. And you should see my house. I've hung up dirty laundry in between my house and a tree.
Yes.
That's cute.
I can do that for your house too. For just the small price
For
of
the
50
small fee of 50 platinum.
Awesome. Right, well,
Wow. Yeah.
that's it. That brings us to the end of the
Wow, I'm sorry.
of episode 3.
I could rant about this for the next 10 minutes.
No.
Sure, you could break a couple headsets over it. Jeez.
Oh, man.
you're getting pretty worked up there, bud.
Oh man, it just really.
See, we're on the tweet of the week, wasn't it? That's it.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, it was funny. You do what you want. Do what you want, bro or gal. It's yeah. It's your gold. Whatever. It's your plat. Do what you want. If you pay real money, okay. If you're gonna pay in-game money because you got lots and you're bored or whatever, you want someone to come and do it, fine. Okay. This is my last point.
Yep. Okay.
Do not pay in real life money. If I see a website where there's interior designers for Wildstar for real money, I am done.
He'll
You
still
see
be
them
here next
driving
week,
around
won't
the
he?
country in
Or that just gave me an idea that we should
for
start
no
one.
reason.
We should start. Yes.
We
we're
should
missing
start
out here.
that site and make some money off designing people's houses.
Geeks of Nexus interior design coming to a house near you soon.
Yes.
We should do it. I'm liking the idea.
I also have
Perfect.
wank rolls available.
Oh my god, yes, you do. Next to your... He showed me around his house the first time round, and I was like, there's your bed, that's nice. I was like, why is there a toilet roll next to your bed?
Don't worry about that.
Why is there what?
It's a code.
Typical female thing to say. He's got a roll of tissue next to his bed. Yep.
That's awesome.
It's for the long winters when I get a cold.
That's gross.
I need to blow my nose.
That's awesome.
And we have been quite disgusting in this podcast. I apologise to everybody with a sensitive nature. Poos
Get
and
your face
sick and
squirted.
stuff. Yeah.
But ratios, no. We draw a line, people. We have standards.
We talk about every bodily function, but no ratios.
No.
Yeah,
We don't like
min-maxing
math.
here.
This is PG friendly.
It's for the parents everywhere. So,
This has been a fun one.
that's it. Yeah, it has been fun.
Crazy one.
It's been a bit weird. This is what happens when there's not a lot of news. There will be more news, I'm sure, in the next couple of weeks when they're ready for sabotage.
Oh,
Drop.
sabotage.
Sabotage. So I need to insert some music about here somewhere. It'll be there. Like that?
Right here.
Right here.
Oh, I like it.
It's
It's good.
nice. Yeah.
I like the beat and the cowbell.
I can't hear it.
Let's make it as specific as we
it's-
can
it's
so
not
Kim
the-
can't find this music.
it's not
I like
yet
the
that-
trumpets.
It's not
Is
yet
that a
that
clacker
time.
in the background? I like that.
Stop it. Oh,
See, that's where you needed the Beastie Boys song
This is-
set up right for that.
This is a good thing about not being live, you see. I can adapt to things.
And add stuff later.
Yeah.
Perfect.
When we're live, I can't do this kind of thing. Can't run this kind of wildness. So first up, we have some thanks. Oh my god, we have our first thanks, our first shout out. Tan Van, seeing as you're out in Canada, why don't you do our first UK 5-star review?
Well, that comes from Disco4468, and I don't see anything beside it. I don't see the review.
Oh, I didn't put the review.
No.
We're not going to read out the reviews, are we? It was a lovely review.
Yeah.
We could do maybe. Maybe that's what we should do next week. No, we won't do that. It was a lovely review. Thank you. Thank you for that. And Sparky, why don't you take the US review?
Well, from the US side, we got a fantastic iTunes review from Dart Kelvor. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you to the two of you for our first 5-star reviews. And also, over on the YouTubes, you had a couple of messages from Wildcat, as I've already said, Robert De Leon, and Dart Kelvor again. So he's hitting it up on the old iTunes and the YouTube.
He's been a busy beaver.
Yes, and I'm not sure if did I mention the competition thing at the beginning of the podcast? I don't think
Yes,
I
you
did.
did.
I
You did,
did.
yes,
I did. The
yes.
cred thing.
Yes.
I hope I did. Well, if I didn't anyway, if you fancy putting up a 5-star review on iTunes or going and making a comment on Stitcher or YouTube, then I will be picking at random via a random name generator on the internet, which I will record so I can prove I'm not cheating. I'll put everyone's name in, and whoever comes out on top will get a cred. One cred.
Yay! Woo!
And it goes to Kimberly May. Oh, who would have thought?
Hey.
Oh, look at that.
It's not a competition, it's a gift. Okay? It's
Yes.
a gift. From me to you, the Geeks of Nexus community. You get a free sub on me just from being nice to us.
From Kim to you in your mouth. Enjoy.
On a plus note, I would on a kind of like scrounging praying note, iTunes would be amazing, because iTunes reviews really help us in the first 6 weeks to promote the podcast. So please go to iTunes, please give us a nice review. That would be awesome. We love you lots. And lots.
It's been awesome. I can't believe the reviews we've been having already. I wasn't expecting much when we first started this, like maybe the odd one here and there, but like we're getting views and getting reviews, and especially on like iTunes and so many different places you can go and find this podcast. And it's and because we're not a typical min-maxing podcast, it's been great. The community's been awesome so far.
Yeah, and on that note, if you do want to send us any kind of comments or send us some questions, then feel free to do so on our Twitter page, which is @GeeksOfNexus, or email us, geeksofnexus@gmail.com, or go along to the Epic Geeks website, because we are part of the Epic Geeks network, which is epicgeeks.co.uk. You can find us and other shows. We have a World of Warcraft show called Geeks of Azeroth, and a general gaming show called Epic Geeks. So go and have a look at those other great shows. And where can we find you, Sparky, on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitter at EpicDarkSparky.
And Tanvan.
Twitter, Tanvan the Geek, and twitch.tv/Tanvan the Geek, and I've been streaming once in a while again until I get suspended. So,
and you can find me at Drakeass. And that is it. Thank you very much for listening. We have been the Geeks of Nexus, and you have been awesome. Bye.
Hell
See
yeah,
ya.
cupcakes. This podcast is part of the Epic Geeks Network. To find out more about our other gaming podcasts, head to epicgeeks.co.uk.